Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Beginner teaches Python program to himself. So I'm very excited to write this program, and so far we have learned that about string, and if you write string dot split, then string is converted into list, and list is collection of items. And with this is very basic information. Using this information we'll try to make one program, and the program has to be stunning good, and it has to be impressive. That will make us engage with the Python. And I'm making this program to show how powerful this Python program is there. So what we are learning basics, it's like learning to make bricks, but we'll not be keeping ourselves busy in making bricks. We'll go ahead to use this brick to build a wall, and from wall to house likewise. Because if we keep on gathering basics, it will be boring, and that you can anytime gather as case by case, whatever required you can take it from internet. So what is important is to create something from this information. That's important. Just gathering the information has no meaning. There are many people sometime just they are going and gathering information. That's not important, because there are libraries filled with this and we can import things as required. So what is important is to make use of the information. So here I am making a showcase that how powerful is Python program. You can see here we learn this split and len function. We are going to use that. So Python has one input function. Input function enables user to give its required information. So I'll make a string s is equal to, before we are writing in the what you call quotations, your sentence. Now I this time use the input function. Just write input, and it is a function itself. So inside bracket I wrote this inside the, I made another string inside quotation. Enter your sentence. So this is a question for a user. Enter your sentence, and this his sentence will be a of course a string. uh, we'll convert this into a list by s dot split open close bracket. So it will be a list. Then we'll say that print number of words. So what we wrote here, we make a string, open close this quotation, we write number of words, so it will be displayed same as number of words. And just for neatness we made a colon inside quotes, and len l. So before we saw the example of fruits, there were four number of fruits: apple, banana, then some grapes, and one more, so orange. So that make when we say len fruits, the answer was four. So here we use that knowledge, and we'll say len l. So whatever the list, it will be given the number of words, right? So this is what we need, number of words, and colon, and here this len l. And we want the letters also, so print number of letters. This is a string made just for what do you say, clarity, and just for neatness, put colon also. So len s I put here. So len s will give the all letters, the total how many letters are there, it will give the number. And now you see this sentence, for example, enter your sentence. So when we make len s, it is counting the spaces as well. So we don't want spaces, so we have to eliminate the spaces. So how to eliminate the spaces? Here I observe that there are three words and two spaces. When there are two words, there is one space. When there is one word, there is no space. So I can conclude that spaces is equal to number of words minus one, obviously, right? So I'm using this to eliminate the spaces. I use this one, len l, that is the number of words as u is here, minus one. So this is your spaces. So I eliminated, I subtracted the spaces. So we will get the len s, means number of letters, right? So just go through this, and we'll practice a few times. Now here I had used one more function which we have not learned so far. It is there are two loops actually. One is for loop and one is while loop. We see the glimpse of while loop sometime back, but we have not learned it. Here I'm using the for loop. See the beauty of this Python program. This for, this word itself is a program, and what it is doing, it is doing, for example, I wrote here for I in L. That means normally people are using I for integer, so to give the task. So here the for function will do, the I letter will go in the list and it will read one by one everything and it will display the things. So this much things is happening in only for. So there's a way of writing for I is normally used. You can use any other letter also. Then you have to use the same letter everywhere. So normally people use I for integer. So I in L and colon, and under that written is print I. And then for neatness it is given colon and len I. That means what I am expecting, for example, your sentence will be coming. For example, this is your sentence. So the I will enter in this string and as well as in the list, and it will go each and every letter in each and every word. For example, when I comes here, it will see the E is the first letter, so it will count as 0. Then it will come next, as it is a program orderly, it will go second, third, fourth, so it is go on counting, and finally it will give you the number of letters and number of words, and that too in a second. So let's go and run this program. Let's go. I'm very much excited to check this program. So enter your sentence, anything. I will say how are you. So it is saying number of words, there are 3 words, number of letters, there are 9 letters, and it is telling each word how much. How are you? This happened to be 333. Now we can go ahead for another sentence also. One more time I'll say run. Enter your sentence. This is input from user. So I'll say count letters and words in this sentence. You can type anything. So number of words are 7. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number of words are 7. Number of letters are 34. And each word it is counting. Counter has 5 letters, letters has 7, then and has 3 onwards. All this, and it is sum up, and all are 34. So this much information I got in simple 6 letter program, 6 lines program. So about now user input, uh, why should I type? How about if I go to one newspaper, Indian Express, and if I copy the news, if I copy the news and if I use this as user input, what will happen? So let's run it. All I'm doing this to showcase the power of Python. So enter your sentence. Instead of writing, I'm copy paste the news and saying enter. And you see, within no time, it counted everything. Each and every word counted, and it is saying that number of words is 136 and number of letters is 647, and then each and every word is counted, and how many letters are there, it is displayed. See this, all this happen in no time. So uh, we can use the to print the essays and books and everything as an input string. So you can see only 6 lines program will give you uh, the count of this your sentence and letters. So are you impressed with this one? Let me know if you are. One thing I want to tell more that nothing is perfect. Improvisation is there in everything. In this program also it is not perfect because it is still counting the full stops and commas also, which we have to eliminate. We will do it someday, but as of today I'm happy to write this program, and for me it's perfect. And improvisation is, even the Python program, they are continuously improvising. Before it was 2 point something, then came 3.7, then now running is 3.8.2. So improvisation is a journey. Improvisation is not a destination, it is a journey. Continuously you have to improve in your life, and that's what we are doing by learning this Python, right? So write your comments, and bye for now.